Hey guys, how you doing? This will be a little unrehearsed really off the top of my head video. Been thinking about it a little bit, but I just want to talk about nice topic what I think, and it's that the right tool for the right job, but with the slight addition for the right man. Because all of us are different. All of us have different preferences, different skill sets, different locations, different requirements from our tools. And also one thing what actually my good friend Cliff Stamp on his great forum brought up, it also depends on your body build, how you build, what you used to work with, and what's your structure of your body. Some people will prefer, if we're talking the big tools, some people will be more suitable for the axes and hatchets rather than the big knife. And it's fact that not I'd never really thought about it before, but it's true. I do find myself more natural for myself swing with the knife than chop with an axe. And he brought up a couple different points of which body types are naturally tend to work better with an axes, and definitely makes sense what he wrote. And again, there is no one best tool, and if you're smart enough you will never count on the one best tool. There's always combinations of tools from your starting from your mind, your knowledge, to the right pick, your gear and everything. You never will just grab one thing and go lift the woods. So there's always small knife hatchet or axe, small knife tomahawk, small knife big knife, or even more. I carry a lot of stuff. I always carry my multi-tool on my belt, small knife and a big knife when I'm outdoors. And some people will do the same with the small knife and the hatchet. Now the small knife, some people will love to whittle, would take some nice small Scandi knife, because you can do anything with it, and it's very suitable for the whittling. People for some reason like it more. I don't know, I personally don't. I think it's the same exact thing as good convex. I don't see a difference in when you whittle, when you try to control the cut. I don't really see so much difference in good convex and Scandi, because they are very, very similar. Good lean convex is not far from Scandi, but convex is able to be much leaner because you bring that grind much higher. But I know maybe I'm missing something. I'm not really into whittling, so I wouldn't know. But I gotta say, they are comfortable. They're so ugly, but they're so comfortable. The way the handles are and everything, it just it's like holding literally something that was part of your hand before. Just a nice big bulk of material that is very comfortable. Some people will take a small skinning knife, which would be called skinning knife, something like the small backpack light, small one, which is pretty much made, or any option of this. There's a lot of different options for a skinning knife, because they like they go hunting and such, so they will pick a skinning knife, smaller or bigger, doesn't matter. Some people actually prefer just one knife, which I'm really not a fan of, because I really don't wanna, even though as great as this knife is, as great as it can do food prep and small work, fine work, whittling, whatever, I really don't want to process wood with something like this or something like BK2. Really not my thing, absolutely not. It just, yeah, you can chop through, 3 inches, 4 inches wood, dry wood, but if you're going anything about that, it is just really hard, really a lot of work. Some people have folding saws. Didn't try it yet much. For some reason I feel like sawing with the saw, this is a big saw, right? This is a really big saw. For some reason sawing through something is more energy for me than actually taking a nice good big knife and just chopping through it. If you're not talking trunks like this, I wouldn't go to, I would never collect wood like that size. If you're talking, let's say 4 or 5 inches diameter, I think I can take it down with a knife fast and more energy efficient than with the saw, honestly. Because especially with standing, you can go all around it literally would take a couple minutes to take something like that, but I'm talking with a big knife or a hatchet or a tomahawk. No, they are great choppers too. Jungles and similar areas, definitely machetes. Machetes, in my opinion, are the most used tool in the world, because if you think about it, all the area where people actually live non-stop, you know, you cannot really think, oh, you cannot have just machete if you're in the cold environment and you need to process a lot of wood. If you compare how many people live in the jungles and the hot areas where they use machetes, and you think about the other people, there is definitely a lot more people who use machetes. There are kids who grew up since they're, you know, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5 years old, and they already master machete because they have to, because they're only able to survive thanks to the machete. The simplest, the most reliable, and I think the most used tool, machete. I love it. It's there for a reason. It's just, you know, you can do everything with it. But it takes a lot of learning, you know. You see those people learn those kids from very early on, and if you look around, you can see videos of, you know, 3 years, 4 years old kids chopping with machetes, getting the food ready for, you know, everybody has to chip in with a little bit of work. And I think it's amazing. It's really, you know, as silly as you know, behind our modern world it is, I think I still highly respect it, and I think it's amazing. Me personally, I really enjoy seeing such a thing, because I don't know, I don't know if you call me redneck. I'm not redneck back, but in my heart I am outdoorsman, and I grew up in wood, so really, as I live, you know, my work is technology and everything, but I definitely enjoy the nature and the using of the regular old school tools and stuff like that. I enjoy it much more than the technology. Of course, not to the point when, you know, I'm not gonna chop down the tree with a knife or hatchet if I have a chainsaw next to me. But for the small stuff, I definitely enjoy it much more. You know, like if you're outdoors and you're enjoying yourself, I don't want to light up the fire with the lighter. I'm gonna use my ferro rod just for the kicks of it, just for the training, practicing. It's more fun. It's appreciated and enjoyed much more that way. Same like you know, if you have the, you know, small wood for fire, I don't want to chop it. I have a sawzall or chainsaw there when we are, you know, at the friend's cabin and stuff like that. But no, I don't want to do it. I either break it with my knees or, you know, chop it with the knives. It's kind of much more rewarding and much more fun. So, like I said, it really comes down, like if you're in the city or you want to pick a tool for the car, to have something in the car, maybe a good tomahawk would be a good choice. Something small like this. I like tomahawks. Tomahawks are nice, much more comfortable for me, and much more confident with them I am than with the hatchet, because they are much lighter. They chop just as well. They will lag on splitting a little bit, but again, I'm not splitting, you know, logs like this. I'm splitting small stuff when I'm outdoors. I will not down a tree like this. I will not need to split a tree like that, and I would never do that. If I would do that, I would do it for a test. You know, for the video and such, not for actual, for a need. I would never need to do that where I am, that I know for sure. But some people might would, you know, some people would, not me. So definitely don't have the need to carry the hatchet with me. When I'm out there and I actually am going to work, because they have, you've seen the logs that I use for the knife test. If we're actually getting ready, you know, we're making big fires and we need to get the wood ready for the fire, and I don't need to test my knives or test anything, of course I will grab the hatchet, but I'm not gonna grab this hatchet. I'm gonna grab the big hatchet to split those logs. No, you wanna make your life easy, but it's not something that I would ever need to do outdoors. And again, you know, there is no reason for it. Much rather take a big knife. At least something like BK9, you know, that Brute, or I love this one. This one is really good, the Persian from CKC. It's awesome knife. It has great chopping capabilities. It's very nimble in the hand, so it can be used in the self-defense in the wilderness, you know, for wild animals and such. It will function great as a machete because it has nice long reach. You will be able to clean the trail and stuff like that, and it's still thick enough to do some I'm gonna say serious chopping, because the heater and everything is great, so you can really beat on this and you don't have to worry. And it's for, you know, 4mm stick, so It's not gonna be splitting as a BK tool, but it will be splitting, and it will be splitting better than machete. So just imagine it that something like this is like a machete on steroids, but leaner. And it works great because it is a great chopper, it is decent splitter, or it will split, and it's great for the wilderness, I would say, for self-defense and stuff like that. And I think that's about what I wanted to say. Just give it a little thought that it really depends on where are you, what you're about to do outdoors, your skill set and your knowledge, and also that important fact about your body build, you know, your motoric functions, how the memory, the motor memory, what movements are you capable of, learning, and what works best for you. And the only way to do it is to try it, You get yourself a big knife, you go out there, you work with it a lot. You get yourself a hawk, you work with it, hatchet, work with it, and you see what fits you the most, what you feel the most comfortable with, the most confident, and the most safe. It's also very important. So I think that's about it. Let me know if I missed something, or what you think. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found some information. I think it was informational, because there was a couple of things that I think a lot of people don't think about, because I didn't think about it also. And once I sit down and thought about it, and all these big arguments with the hatchet, what's better, hatchet or knife, or this and that, it's good to put it into the perspective. It's not that I hate hatchet or something, but at the same time, if you're talking only one tool that you are, for whatever crazy reason, crazy situation, almost never real, it's always just made up stories, but they are fun because they will make you think about different perspectives. Me personally, I would never take a hatchet, because in my situation, my location, my knowledge and everything, I would never get around with the hatchet same as I can get around with a really good big knife, especially a big knife like like the Persian Spartans and Excalibur, those crazy knives. But that's what they are built for. That's what I made them for. That's what Kylie made them for. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people who make knives, I just don't know them, big knives like that. So just my 2 cents. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.